always... let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. I have 2 cans of soup. They are not exactly the most filling things around. The locker is still inaccessible to me. Well, I'm gonna go out and see if I can find a better source of food. Yeah, I can always open up one of those cans of tomato soup in a pinch. So, and it's pretty chilly outside. A little too chilly, given the perilous state of my clothing. Yeah. -30 is not what you want to be wandering around in. Deer hide is curing away. I guess I will. See if I can't light up a fire. And then... actually... Just leave for an hour first. Hopefully the weather outside will improve somewhat. And then... Doesn't sound like it's improved at all, actually. But you never can tell for sure. Let's see. Hopefully this will take. Only a 54% chance of starting a fire without accelerant. Which is not fantastic, but on the other hand, it's a much better chance than I would have trying to start it with a magnifying glass. Bah. Alright, try again. Yeah, I am running through my match supply pretty quickly, which is unfortunate. But there's not a whole lot I can do about that at the moment.
Well, that didn't work.
Well, I can stop trying to light a fire. But that doesn't seem like a good solution. In fact, that seems like a terrible solution. Try again. Oh, fire gods, I beseech thee.
That didn't work.
Fire gods, you are wicked. Yep, I'm gonna give it one more shot. And if I can't manage it this time, I think I'm gonna give it up for a bad go and just drink some cold tomato soup. Not ideal, but maybe the only thing to be done. Yeah.
Why didn't that work?
That makes me sad. Alright. Let's break that baby open and drink its sweet, sweet innards. Yep, so a cold can of tomato soup does not get you very far, food-wise. Unfortunately, I think I am going to have to go out into the freezing, freezing cold. I do have this snare. And a bow. And a rifle. All of which are useful in their own way to get you food, some more useful than others. And I do have a number of bullets at the moment. But frankly, the rifle is much better kept when you can to fight off wolves and even bears than it is used to hunt deer. Unfortunately, at the beginning of the game, needs must. And I have needs. So, 10 hours a day left. Yeah, it does not look great. I think it is very probable that I am going to get caught in another snowstorm. Unfortunate, but there you are. Let's see. Rabbits. I will make use of this snare. This particular valley near the trapper's homestead, I assume, is where the trapper set his traps, because they seem to work pretty well in this particular. Let's see. Okay. This little alcove here is sometimes the home to a most unpleasant bear. But not in this game, it would seem, which is a plus. Yeah. The extreme cold is not helping me here. I'm gonna have to go back and see if I can find any more food by the lake, where I was more or less at the start of the game. Maybe Max here. Some food. I'm guessing not. Usually people don't die with food still on them.
Can't feel my feet.
Eat it before you find their corpses, which is unfortunate, but there you are. And yes, I am extremely cold. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to find some more shelter pretty damn soon. But wolves? No wolves. Firewood. Excellent.
Cold.
And I'm now at risk for hypothermia. That is not the best. Yeah, I did not need maple saplings badly enough to be out in this weather. I do need food badly enough to be out in this weather, but I'm not finding any. At least no food on the hoof has made its presence known. Firewood. Perfect. That I could do without for a moment, but I'll take it if it's in my path. Food. I would even take mushrooms at the moment. Not the best as far as food goes. In fact, they're not technically food. But you can brew them into a tea, which will give you a teensy amount of calories to survive on. Not great, but in a pinch, it will do. Yeah, but oh, that's not the best. On the other hand, easy, buddy. Ah, that's not great. Well, the long dark may well be claiming me pretty soon. Damn you, wolves! Oh. Alright, blood loss, not the best. Oh. And my wrist is sprained, so I can't use my rifle anymore. Yeah, things look pretty grim at the moment. Food, food, food. Come on, come on, come on. Wolves. It is a dangerous place, the frozen Canadian North. Man. But I appear to have left those dangerous animals behind, temporarily. Unfortunately, I am bleeding to death and probably hypothermic. Well, numb anyway. Okay, first things first. First aid. Does not seem to be working. There we go. No, I need blood loss. And wolf bite. I do have antiseptic, so I'm going to use that. Okay. It didn't actually use the antiseptic for some reason, but now it will. Find someplace warm before hypothermia develops. Yeah, good advice. Good advice. Well, I haven't had very much luck lighting fires recently, but I do have sticks now. Sticks are not the best fuel, but they are useful for starting fires, because they have a noticeably increased success chance when building a fire. Of course, you have to be careful because there's pretty much no fuel in any given stick, so if this fire works, I will have to immediately...
That did it.
Yeah, see, it only starts with 2 minutes worth of fuel in that fire. But the extra success chance is very nice. Okay, so I am numb, but not technically hypothermic. And hopefully that fireplace is going to significantly improve my situation that way. 9% and dropping. Excellent. Sprained wrist. I do have painkillers, but I'm not sure I want to use them. Painkillers are one of those non-renewable resources that the end of civilization as we know it makes pretty scarce. Unfortunately, the complete lack of food means I am going to have to go out pretty soon, and I am not in very good condition at the moment. So I might as well make use of the time I'm stuck in front of this fire by boiling some water. But I'm going to have to find some food fairly soon. If I am to avoid long dark's embrace. Alright, well, my condition is about as good as it's gonna get right away. But I suppose I could improve it by just taking a quick nap. As I mentioned earlier, hunger is bad, but it is actually the least dangerous of the things that will kill you. And there are some places nearby that may well contain food that I have not checked yet. So let's see what I can do in that regard.